Intro. Quiet signings rarely make headlines, but sometimes the best moves aren't the loudest. Today, we break down why the Lakers' under-the-radar acquisition of Jake LaRavia might just be the sleeper hit of the summer. Chapter 1. The Summer of Silence. While the NBA world was abuzz with blockbuster trades and max contract announcements, the Lakers opted for discretion. No press conference blaring, superstar acquisition. Instead, Rob Pelinka and the front office quietly inked 23-year-old forward Jake LaRavia to a 2-year, $12 million deal. Why the hush-hush approach? The Lakers, fresh off losing veteran wing Dorian Finney-Smith, didn't chase headlines. They sought a specific skill set, floor spacing, defensive IQ, and youth. Their star Anthony Davis and franchise cornerstone, Luka Doncic, aka Luka, don't need another ball hog. They need precision complements. This signing isn't about instant gratification or selling jerseys. It's about margin gains. Jake LaRavia, a 6'8", 235-pound forward, quietly torched the Lakers last season, posting a career-high 32 points on them. Now, he switches sides. A player who once exploited LA's defense will soon help bury opponents in purple and gold. In a league obsessed with social media buzz, the Lakers placed a low-profile bet. 2 years, moderate salary, minimal risk, maximum flexibility. If LaRavia clicks, the upside is immense. If he stumbles, the cap hit is negligible. Let's unpack what makes this signing so compelling. Chapter 2. From underdog to silent killer collaptic club. Jake LaRavia's path to the NBA was anything but glamorous. A late second-round pick, he entered the league flying under the radar. Early on, scouts labeled him a 3-and-D tweener, not quite explosive enough to blow by defenders, yet not a lockdown stopper. Last year, that narrative shifted. LaRavia averaged just 20 minutes per game but made them count. 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists on 42.3% shooting from beyond the arc. His plus-minus, a modest plus 1.1 in defensive box plus-minus, but that only tells half the story. His real impact came in high-leverage moments, where his court awareness and unselfish play shone brightest. Beyond the numbers, LaRavia brings a basketball IQ rare in someone his age. He anticipates passing lanes, navigates screens with ease, and diagnoses offensive sets before they unfold. He doesn't chase highlight reel blocks. He prevents easy buckets with disciplined rotations and fight-through screens hustle. And then there's his shooting. He doesn't just catch and shoot. He relocates off pin-down screens, pumps, and rises with confidence. Defenders found themselves backing off, afraid of the step back, only for LaRavia to pump fake and drive the scramble. Suddenly, he's not just a spot-up shooter, he's a multi-dimensional threat. The biggest testament? Opponents' respect. When you torch the defending champs for 32 points, coaches take notice. LaRavia's reputation grew quietly among NBA circles, and now, he brings that silent killer mentality to LA. Chapter 3. Offensive Swiss Army Knife. On offense, the Lakers needed spacing. LeBron James, now in Luka's world, Davis and their stars command attention. When Giannis Antetokounmpo drives, teams rotate. When LeBron posts up, help arrives. In both cases, a spot-up shooter like LaRavia turns collapses into kick-out threes. Last season, in moments when his team needed a spark, LaRavia delivered. He knocked down 7 triples in a single half, forcing defenses to stay honest. His 42.3% clip from deep wasn't fluke. It was volume shooting paired with sound mechanics. He catches, steps into his shot, and lets it fly without hesitation. But he's more than a shooter. His mid-range game features a reliable pump fake and short floater. Against zone defenses, he flashed the ability to attack the gaps, draw 2 defenders, and find the open man, racking up assists that don't show up in the box score. His pick-and-pop flair creates mismatches. Bigger defenders struggle to close out. Weaker defenders get bullied rolling to the rim. That combination of size, shooting, and passing makes him a Swiss Army knife next to a star who attracts double teams on every drive. And when the offense stalls, he remains unselfish, delaying shots, resetting the break, and leaking out in transition for easy buckets. For a team chasing its 18th banner, those quick hits and momentum swings could prove invaluable. Chapter 5. Fit around Luka. In the modern NBA, building around a transcendent star like Luka Doncic requires role players who amplify his strengths. Luka doesn't need another ball handler. He needs spot-up shooters, rim runners, and defensive wings. Jake LaRavia checks those boxes. Spacing is paramount. When Luka drives and dishes, defenders hesitate to help off LaRavia, fear of that lethal three-pointer. That extra space allows Doncic to gather himself, survey, and execute his patented step-back without traffic. More driving lanes mean more catch-and-shoot opportunities, more free throws, and more open floor play. On pick and rolls, LaRavia's ability to pop or roll forces defenses into uncomfortable decisions. Switch everything, he feasts in isolation. Drop coverage, he splashes over the top. The Lakers ran dozens of such actions last year, but lacked consistent threats at the 4 spot. LaRavia brings that reliability. His off-ball movement also complements Jrue Holiday's pick-and-roll mastery. When Holiday draws 2, LaRavia darts to the weak side, catches, and releases, transforming help-side defense into offense. Defensively, guarding wings and occasional bigs, he eases pressure on Davis and Holiday. In crunch time, the Lakers previously lacked a 3rd or 4th defender. Now, LaRavia's presence strengthens rotations and allows mentors to conserve energy. He won't demand touches or disrupt chemistry. He arrives ready to play winning basketball. No interviews, no drama. That selflessness aligns with Lakers culture. Do your job and trust your teammates. For a franchise chasing history, those little extras add up. Chapter 6. Statistical Breakdown. Numbers don't lie, and LaRavia's advanced metrics tell an intriguing story. PER, player efficiency rating, 14.8, above league average despite limited minutes. True shooting percentage, 61.2%, showcasing his efficiency both inside and out. Offensive rating, 112, on par with starting caliber wings. Defensive rating, 105, reflecting solid team defensive impact. Usage rate, 16.4%, low enough to avoid hogging possessions but sufficient to make meaningful contributions. When on the floor, his team outscored opponents by 4.5 points per 100 possessions, an impressive mark for a reserve rookie. He excelled in clutch minutes, final 5 minutes within 5 points, where his calm shooting and rotations were critical. Shot chart analysis reveals balanced range, 38% on pull-up threes, 44% on catch-and-shoot threes, and 52% on mid-range jumpers. That versatility makes defensive scheming nightmarish. He can punish over-aggressive closeouts or punish drop schemes with pull-up jumps. His assist-to-turnover ratio sits at 2.1, indicating smart decision-making. He doesn't force passes, he thrives in flow, capitalizing on broken plays and broken defenses. Rebounding? He averaged 4.0 rebounds per 20 minutes, shrugging off mismatches with physicality and anticipation. Inscriptions from SportVU track him as top quartile in defensive rebounding percentage among forwards under 24. Combine those metrics with his age and moderate contract, and you have a high upside investment. If he continues this trajectory, he could outproduce his deal by a wide margin, exactly the type of move championship contenders love. Chapter 7 Playoff X Factor. In a postseason series, rotations condense and bench contributions magnify. Teams with reliable role players often prevail. Remember how Robert Horry's corner threes decided finals games? LaRavia won't have Horry's resume yet, but he brings clutch shooting and defensive versatility when minutes tighten. Picture a pivotal Game 5 in the West Semis. Lakers up 2-1, on the road, trailing by 2 points with 30 seconds left. You need a catch-and-shoot threat off the bench. LaRavia, who hit 45% of such attempts last year, gets the ball in the corner, knocks it down. Suddenly, Davis plunges for the game winner. Or imagine a late series cover of a dangerous two-way wing. LaRavia, trusted for his rotations, switches onto a star like Mikal Bridges, contests without fouling, and forces a miss at the rim. These micro-actions swing momentum. His playoff minutes will hinge on matchups, more time when wing shooting and defensive IQ matter most. For the Lakers, who seek their first championship since 2020, those marginal plays could be monumental. Chapter 8. Conclusion: The silent killer emerges. Jake LaRavia's signing may lack flash, but it's built on substance. 2 years for $12 million, youth and a proven 3-and-D skill set. Minimal risk, high reward. He fits seamlessly around Luka Doncic, spacing the floor, cutting to seams, and defending with a cerebral approach. In an era where instant stardom often overshadows team building, the Lakers took a page from champion blueprints: value underrated skill sets, prioritize fit over splash, and let the cumulative impact speak louder than social media noise. Next season, when LaRavia steps on the floor, silent killer in hand, the impact will be heard in the crowd's roar, felt in the final scores, and seen on the stat sheet, not as gaudy personal numbers but as incremental shifts toward victory. The Lakers didn't just sign another player, they added a chess piece tailor-made for their championship puzzle. And when the lights shine brightest, that silent killer might prove the difference between contending and hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy once again.